Hello everyone, my name is Mr. T, and I will be doing a strategy let's play slash guide on Crusader Kings 2. Just a quick introduction though before we begin. My channel is going to be looking at all sorts of strategy games. We're going to be playing Crusader Kings 2, a game called Dominions, Europa Universalis, Shogun, Total War series, all sorts of awesome, very fun strategy games. We are a spin-off from another channel which was created a very long time ago. I'm sure none of you have heard of it. It's called Saber Tigers. There is like 1 or 2 videos on there, so check them out. See how awesome Saber Tigers is, or was. It was going somewhere, but yeah. So I'm gonna be doing CK2. I'm sure a lot of you have heard that the Rajas of India was released just over a few weeks, I think a week or 2 ago. But yes, it has come out to great acclaim. It has expanded the whole map of CK2 out to the east. So look here, we have the whole of India within CK2. I have to say the developers have really stretched the game. Really stretched it, quite literally. Now we have the whole of the map expanded by, I think, what did they say, 50, was it 50%? I can't remember off the top of my head. But as a consequence, we did lose a little bit, just a little bit, of the western portion of the map. It is quite noticeable. If you had played CK2 extensively, you'd probably notice that it's been quite, I would say, heavily cut off around here, where my mouse is, down. You can also tell that the bottom portion of the map is a little bit wider than the top. Yes. So that's a few of the minor things which you may or may or not have noticed. But yes, on to the main aspect of the show. Playing as a Indian ruler. So, where am I? I am the Duke of these 3 provinces right here. Let me show you. Yes, well, I'm the Duke of these 3 provinces. I do have a vassal, this fella here. His name is Durma of Vijaypuram. I am Raj Tausif of Ahmed Raj. Funny fella, the name of a count in the land of the living. Who is Tausif of Ahmed Raj? Let me explain to you a few very quickly of major changes that the latest patch, as well as the Rajas of India brought. Rajas of India brought in 3 new religions. 3 new religions. They are the Hindus, the Buddhists, and the Jains. Here we are. You can see them right here. They're quite mixed. If you can see right here, there's a big stretch of Buddhism here, a bit of Hindu there, Hindu here, Hindu is everywhere. And then we have the whole Buddhist territory here, Jains right there. I actually do not know what the red sparkly bits here are. You see, that's what the red sparkly bits here are. That means these provinces contain a bit of Jains and a bit of Indians, which is why it's got the Jain color in the background sprinkled with red dots everywhere. But then again, so do all of these places. All of these places have a mixture of Hindu, Indians, Jain, Indians. So the whole of India is messed up. We have religions everywhere. We have different religion for counts, different religion for dukes, different religion for the provinces. It's insane. Why do we have this? Well, the links all 3 of these religions have are quite heavily connected. You see, unlike the Western religions, here, the Hindus, Buddhists, and Jains are very tolerant of one another. Such interrelations with one another is a must. There isn't as much aggressive penalty for having another faith, a character of another faith in your court, for example. You may have a Buddhist in your court. If you do, there's no problem with that. If I go to the Jain guy, look, our religious difference is only -10. Nothing heavy, nothing too significant. It's very minor, that -10. We could be best friends, this almighty ruler of the Jain kingdom. Yes, we could be. All 3 religions have their own advantages and disadvantages. So, let me quickly go through each and every character's advantage and disadvantage. Just so you guys know, this video will most likely not start until the next part. We're going to mostly talk about the new mechanics and a few other things. So if you are wanting to look at some proper gameplay, I highly recommend you move on to the second part where I will actually start. So yes, we have Hindus, Jains, and Buddhists. I am a Hindu. What is so great about Hindus? Well, for starters, they're like any conventional religion. Like a Muslim or Christian, they have a lot of casus belli and aggressive expansion bonuses towards people of the other faith. They have no religious head, and they have this whole system of caste. Caste traits are basically they're representative of a character's role in society, and it's very important that you are in the right caste, and you're marrying with when you marry someone, that person is also of the right caste. If you marry someone that is of a lower caste than you will suffer prestige penalties, and I believe your vassals will also look upon that very negatively. For simplicity's sake, I will refer to castes as roles. So, higher roles and lower roles. You have to make sure you are within the right role. I believe the highest role is the role of bishops, priests. Second is the one of warriors and kings, and third, I think, is farmers. I cannot remember off the top of my head. But yes, very important that you are of the right caste. Otherwise, you will suffer very big penalties. So, that is Hindus. They are quite interesting. They are for people that want to play a more traditional playstyle. Nothing too significant or different from the traditional Western religions. They do, however, get typical holy wars and whatnot, so you don't get any real negative playing as a Hindu. They can declare subjugation wars against all Indian religions, raid neighboring faiths, holy wars, and of course it's very hard to convert Jains and Buddhist provinces. So that is the Hindus in a nutshell. So let us quickly move on to the Buddhists. Buddhists are the middle ground between Hindus and Jains. Think of them as a combination of Hindus and Jains. So let me quickly summarize what they are capable of. They get an automatic +4 to learning, no matter what. So if you are a Buddhist in this game, you will automatically get a +4 to learning. They are very learning orientated. So as such, their tech and whatnot is going to be very good. So if you want to go focus towards more tech orientated goals or pathways, then the Buddhist is for you. What is so great about Buddhism? Well, like Indian, they have no Hindus, they have no religious head. Caste traits within Buddhist societies do not actually matter, there's no significance behind them. They can declare subjugation wars. They can actually declare holy wars as well, despite being quite peaceful, but it's very limited. And I believe they can designate any offspring as their heir. So they're quite interesting. Very interesting indeed. So let's move on to the Jain. So yeah, you get the idea, right? Buddhists are like the middle ground. They're peaceful, at the same time aggressive. Hindus are very aggressive. And finally we have the peace-loving Jains. What are so great about the Jains? Well, they also have no religious head. Caste traits also do not matter. But one of the key differences between Jains and all the other religions in the game is that they cannot declare holy wars. No, sorry, they cannot. They are very limited in their in their world war conquesting goals. They cannot fight very easily. They're very peace oriented, actually. And as a matter of fact, their history is all grounded within peace philosophy. Gandhi himself looked it upon himself to study the Jain's philosophy, the Jain's way of teaching, which is what brought him to advocate peace tactics during his upbringing and all the other awesome things that Gandhi has done in his life. It is actually the Jains that have sort of helped him in his view in life, his non-violence methods and whatnot. So the Jains are quite interesting. They can't declare holy wars. They can obviously declare subjugation wars against all Indian religions. There's much lower chance of provincial revolts. There's large bonuses to all vassal opinions. And they can hold very large personal indemnities limits. They have very large personal indemnities limits. So I have 3. I have 2 provinces which I personally control. For example, he could possibly have, I'm just giving a very stretched example, he could probably have around 10 that he could personally control. And that's a lot. So, though they cannot declare war as easily, they are able to expand respectively quite quickly within the Indian lands. If they can become very powerful, especially seeing as they have a very large Demonese limit for themselves. So if you're the kind of guy that wants personal land and put a lot of emphasis on personal land, then this is the guy for you. Yes, Jains are very interesting, and you know what? I like them. I think they're a very different style of play, though it's not for the guy that likes to play aggressive. Let's put it that way. So, my character is Hindu, and Hindus do get a few interesting things. Indians in particular get very interesting events. So, let me quickly go over that now. All characters will be able to convert at any time of their life, at least once. So conversion within these areas are very easy. Unlike being a Christian, if you want to convert to Muslim, it's very, very hard. Here you can do it very easily, just one click of a button. As long as you have the right number of prestige, you are able to, only once in your life. You can change religious branch, and there's tiger hunts, it's equivalent to great hunts. Patron deity is new. I'm gonna quickly go over that after I show you the rest. Diwali feast is like the great feasts that the Christian rulers are able to do. Gurus are very wise men which you can invite. So let me show you the patron deity, very exclusive to Hindus. Patron deities are like gods which you can, you can focus on a personal god for that particular Hindu. As Hindus have a lot of gods in their religion, yes, you can focus on a particular god. So think of them as further specialization for your character. So you choose one that will benefit you at the cost of another. For example, I could go for the martial one, which is what I am going to go for, at the cost of one diplomacy. Go for the one which you have less of, for the one that gives you more of, which is what I'm going to do right now. And I got now 23 martial, thanks to my patron deity, Shiva. So we are now nearing the end of my first part video. I hope I have given you guys a brief overview of what the Rajas of India is like. In the next part, I am going to go on to playing the game, actually playing it, and I will also talk about the ruler creator and the ruler designer, because the latest patch did come out, I think 2 days ago, and it has changed a few things. Fixed a lot of bugs, but it also changed quite a lot of things, particularly to do with the ruler designer. And I did use the ruler designer to make my character, which is why his name is pretty unique. So yes, I will talk about the ruler designer and what traits I've chosen and why, and then we'll get underway in conquering the whole of India, using war elephants of course. So, I hope to be seeing you guys in the next part, and I hope you guys enjoy your day. But yes, the Rajas of India and the new patch will make for an interesting gameplay. Yeah. So yes, it'll be fun. I wanna do a lot of things. I haven't really played the Rajas of India very extensively, so this will be a learning experience for both you and me. I hope to be doing more videos, a lot more videos in the future. And I hope you guys enjoy your stay. Please like, share, comment, criticize me, thank me. If you liked what I do, if you have any problems with what I do, state it, and I will improve it. You see, I want this to be a two-way relationship between me and my viewers. I want them to enjoy what I show. If they like what I show, then I will do more. I will improve on it. If they don't, please tell me what I'm doing, and I will do my best to improve it. I take all comments not personally, I like to improve on things, you know? So, please, tell me if there's any issue, and I will be more than happy to explain and improve myself as much as possible. So, I hope you enjoyed this, and I will be seeing you guys on the next video. Until then, Duas Vault, my friends. Mr. T is out.